Right. Hello, fire signs. So, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Let's get the general energy for my fire signs. Do one more. All right. Okay, let's get some info and good messages from my fire signs. All right, Spirit. What is the main focus for the fire signs? Okay. Fire. Main area of focus. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I think that's it. All right. So the first card that came out for your main focus at the moment is Innocence. And the Innocence card is in water, so that's our feelings and emotions. What this can be, so this can symbolize a birth of a child. And this also really symbolizes that energy of when a new baby is born and they come into this physical plane and they need to learn and be taught how to do pretty much everything. They need to learn how to walk, talk, feed themselves, everything down to holding up their head. And so you could really be in this energy right now of, it's kind of that Zen beginning of where you realize how much you know, but also how much you don't know. And so you could be really in this energy of experiencing life from that totally fresh perspective. The other one that came out was Journey. And so this is a beginning as well. And this is in our earth element, which is our physical experience. With this Journey card, this could be, and really with this Innocence, what I'm picking up is that you're in this new phase of being. You're in a new area of life, in some aspect of life. This could also symbolize travel. So you could be getting ready to travel right now. This can be also like moving into a new house, a new job. Just really, it's those big life changes, basically, that this symbolizes. And so, with the celebration card that came out as well, it's really a time to celebrate life in general. So celebrate how far you've come on this journey. Celebrate where you're at now. Celebrate this new beginning. Celebrate this new way of being, because you're really in this fresh new energy. And with that, when we're in that energy, we've got kind of like all the tools at our disposal. So yeah, that's really awesome. Okay. Lessons, blocks, and obstacles being illuminated. Okay. Anything else? Maybe not. Okay. So the lessons, blocks, or obstacles being illuminated, we've got this recycle card. And what this recycle card is about is it's about weaving the fabric of life, basically. It's about weaving all those different parts of the self and starting to really create the canvas of yourself, basically. And you've been doing that, your entire life. This is really about appreciating that all those little pieces of the self, all the experiences you've had up until this point. And this can also be integrating the shadow and understanding that to really be able to fully see everything, you have to have the darkness that illuminates the light, because if not, there would be no dimension on this. And so that's very symbolic in our life as well, is integrating the shadow is it can be very difficult at first, but once we really embrace doing that shadow work, it becomes easier and easier, and then it's really able to allow it to bring forth the best version of the self. And then with the surrender card, this could be an obstacle being illuminated right now, or just kind of a lesson basically in surrendering. And so that's allowing those times when we're kind of in that worry state, or we don't know, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? What's going to happen here? What's going to happen there? And it's really being able to surrender all of that and allow yourself to be carried by your higher self or the divine at this time. And to just know that you'll be taken care of. You're in great hands. What to release at this time? Ooh-wee. Fire signs. Got some potent energy going on. That one? Yep. Alright, so we've got strategy. Interesting. Okay, so this is what to release at this time. So the strategy card is normally a recommendation of really sitting with something that's going on and being very strategic about it. And so being that that's what's recommended to release at this time, that's where that surrender comes in. Okay, so whatever's going on in life right now that you're sitting there and you're trying to strategize and you're really trying to figure out, you're trying, and that's that key word right there. There's a lot of efforting. There's a lot of trying. If there's something that's going on right now that feels really big and you've been strategizing and doing a lot of this, this card is in the element of air, so that's our mental space. So if you've been doing a lot of mental efforting in trying to figure something out, the message really is to surrender this at this time. And just know that you will be given the answers that you seek by surrendering this. The other one that came out was simplicity, which is dropping the baggage. And so this can be dropping the baggage physically. It can be physically purging. It can also be emotional baggage, spiritual baggage, all of those things that hold you down, that hold us down just in life. It's really recommended to continue to release this at this time, because by releasing all of this baggage and to surrender all of that to your higher self, to the divine, all of the answers and all of the forward movement that you're looking for will happen. So, what is the advice for the fire signs? Okay. Anything else? Yeah. Anything else? Oh. Okay. So the advice right now, we've got the purification card. And so we've got a peacock here. So peacocks could be coming up to your awareness right now. What this is really talking about is transmuting energy. And so it's taking, the peacock right here is eating a venomous snake, and that's where a lot of these colors in the tail feathers come from, is the pigments are transmuted basically from the venomous snake. And when we're in this energy of transmuting and purifying energy, what we're doing is we're taking what seems to be negative, those negative aspects of the self, and we're turning them into something for our highest good. And so the advice here is to continue to do that. And the easiest way to do that is going to be to surrender and to not judge yourself and not to judge the process, and to continue to allow it and to continue to integrate some of that. So we've also got the immigration card, which is taking two halves of the self and merging it into one whole being, basically. And so this can be walking in two different worlds. This can be coming from two different backgrounds, growing up maybe in the city and then living, in the country, and then immigrating those two into a cohesive experience. And so it's not just this type of living, it's combining a little bit and taking parts of those two different walks of life and pulling it into your own style of doing things. The other advice here is the connect card, or connection, which it can be connecting like with a significant other. It can also be merging with the higher self. And so the advice really is to continue to step into that connection in whatever way that is for you at this time. Because with that, it's going to really help this immigration process and this purification process, and really allow you to fully step into your highest self. And then this discovery card came out. And so with this, what I'm getting is maybe the advice here is to connect more with your ancestors, or to connect more with your roots in whatever way that is for you. Maybe connect more with your spiritual belief system, whichever that is. But it's really connecting with that grounded kind of energy is what I'm picking up from this card, being in the advice position. The advice here also is sometimes what this card can be is this can be some heavy news, you could say, some unexpected news. And with this in the advice position, what this could be symbolizing for a small portion of you is that there might be something coming in. You might be getting some unexpected news, and with that, just know that you can handle it, and to continue to connect with again, whichever this is for you. It's significant other, it's a significant connection in your life. And that can also be, again, when we're on the spiritual journey, it can be connecting with the higher self or that inner source energy. And so with doing that and continuing this purification, you're in this celebration energy. And so continue to just keep integrating all of this, surrender, and continue to connect and do this purification. Because with this right now, you're doing massive, massive inner work is what I'm picking up. And it's at the point where you're in this whole new phase of life. And this is going to be a phase that you're not going to be disappointed by. That's what I just heard, that you are going to be it's a new way of being, and it's an excitable energy. It's a very peaceful energy. What I'm picking up? It's a very balanced, grounded energy, which is super great. That's so awesome. All right, fire signs. Well, we're going to get into some extra glitter here in just a second, where I tap into each sign. So I'm going to clear this up a little bit, and then we will get into each sign. All right. All right, fire signs. So we are going to start with Aries. Okay, so the first one that came out for you, Aries, is the prayer card. So with this, what it really is it's talking to the universe or the divine, whatever term you want to use. And it's really about getting in the place where you are basically speaking things into existence. And so it's asking the universe for what you want, asking the universe for what it is that you need help with. And then it's also a reminder that the best prayer begins and ends with thank you. And so to do your best to stay in that gratitude space, and then also ask for the guidance that you need right now. And then, dear Aries, we've got the generosity card. And so what this is really talking about is it's that the give and take energy. And oftentimes we are lopsided in this. And so we're either giving a lot or we're in a place where we're receiving a lot. And this is kind of a call to balance it a little bit. Oftentimes for empaths and light workers and those on the awakening journey, we have an easy time giving, basically. It's easy to give our time, our resources when we have them, and then it's a little bit harder to receive. And this is just that kind of call to understand that allowing yourself to be receptive it's a gift. And if you think about how good it makes you feel to give to somebody and watch them light up, when you are in a receptive space, you give somebody else that satisfaction. And then it's also allowing the universe to give you things through other people, because that's how the universe works in this, time, space dimension, where it'll be that the perfect thing that's said at the perfect time from somebody else, and it's exactly what you needed to hear in that moment. That's the divine working through them, just as we allow the divine to work through us. And so I'm really getting that this is the call that if you're in a place where maybe you've been receiving quite a bit, if you are able to give more, then definitely do that, even if it's with your time or your energy, or physical resources if you have them. And if not, if you're in the place where you need to receive, allow yourself to receive. And understand that that's that flow of generosity. Then the last card that came out for you, Aries, is the Trickster card. And so what we have here is we've got this trickster who's juggling the platonic solids. And what those are thought to be the building blocks of the universe. And so what this is it's that energy of, if you want to make the divine laugh or God laugh or the universe laugh, tell them your plans, or tell them your plans. And what it is this can be where we've been in this energy of doing something and then all of a sudden it totally switches. It could be a job, it could be some sort of plans that you had, maybe kind of falling apart a little bit. But what you can see here is what can be seen as falling apart is also falling together in perfect divine order, basically. And so do your best to not be so hard on yourself in this time. Sometimes we can be really frustrated when things don't go as planned, and the easiest, quickest way to get through it is to just release the attachment to it and understand that it is all happening. It's all happening for your highest good. And again, pray about it, talk to the divine about it, and stay in that generosity energy. And yeah, I'm picking up that for some of you, this might be a really big thing going on. And so if you can do your best to pull into the lighthearted energy of it, it will just make it easier to move through it. Then I pulled a mindfulness card for you. And we've got look up. Several times a day, deliberately look up. Take a few minutes to really look at the ceiling in rooms, at tall buildings, at the tops of trees, at roofs, at hills or mountains, and at the sky. See what new things you notice. Oh, that's beautiful, especially with the prayer card coming out. That's fun. So yeah, just look up and see what you notice. You know, it might be a cloud formation, or it could be, you know, a spider on the ceiling that's coming in to say hello. The other one that I pulled out as well, and it's for all fire signs, but I forgot to say it when I was doing the general read for the fire signs, so I'm gonna say it for each of the signs here. The chakra card that I pulled out for you guys is the heart chakra. So right now, that's the energy of focus, and so you could be doing heart chakra stuff, or it could be a call to kind of balance the heart a little bit more, maybe open it up a little bit more, continue working on heart healing, and then really tap into that universal love frequency. And that is also where this generosity card, if you're in that heart space, this generosity is just, it's gonna flow so naturally and so much for the highest good of you and those around you. And the heart chakra is in the center of your space, or the center of your chest. Basically, that's where it sits. And then it is the color green. Alrighty. Okay, Aries. Well, I wish you the best going through this. If you feel like you're called to, go ahead and drop me a comment below and let me know what this is looking like for you. And stay generous and stay prayed up. You got this. All right, now we're going to go into Leo. Okay, hello, Leos. All right, so I pulled a chakra card for you. And right now, it is the heart chakra. So the heart space sits in the middle of your chest, and the color is green. And so this can be a call to work on some heart healing. And it could also be confirmation if that's what you've been focused on, is really that heart space. Okay, it says the healing properties of the heart chakra harmonize the mind and the body. Okay, so the message that came out for you guys and gals and lovely beings, lovely Leos with your lion selves. The first one that came out was knowledge. And so with knowledge, what this is really speaking about is stepping into a place where you're learning something new. And so this can be going back to college, this can be, or going back to school in whatever, way that is. This can be learning a new skill. This could be learning a new modality, maybe a new healing modality, maybe herbology or Reiki, different forms of meditation. And this can also be a call to seek out a mentor in some area of life, or a coach. It could be seeking out like a spiritual embodiment coach, something like that. Then we've got the rest card. That's the one that came out next. And so the rest card is really talking about self-care and allowing yourself to rest when you need to rest and taking a break from daily life. And if this isn't something you can do where you can, take a week off of daily responsibilities and just totally dive into self-care, that's obviously like ideal. That would be, that sounds fantastic. However, for a lot of us, that's just not really practical. And so the way that you can rest is by consciously making the choice to allow yourself to choose yourself and your rest in whatever way that is for you. And it can be something like not doing the laundry that day and just relaxing, maybe taking a bath, maybe taking a nap, sleeping in a little bit, going to bed a little earlier. It can be taking that extra time to meditate and to really just understand that the world isn't going to come crashing down if you take a day off. And that's really kind of the energy of this card, is allowing yourself to fully just release all of those responsibilities that are, kind of bombarding you at the moment, and take a step back and just do some self-care and rest. It's one of those things where if you don't take a rest day, your body will pick it for you. And oftentimes, instead of a day, it'll be a week where you end up burning out and getting sick, those kinds of things. The last one that came out for you was receptivity. And so what this is, this can be sound healing. She's got the singing bowl here, and you've also got the rainbow energy. So that's the energy of anything is possible. Endless, infinite possibilities. Then this is also symbolic, and with this rest card, I'm really picking this up. It might be time for a digital detox, where maybe you don't check your social media for a day, or maybe you turn some notifications off for certain apps. Maybe turn your phone on vibrate for a little bit, and kind of pull into center and release a lot of that external chatter, the external energies that are coming in, especially if you're empathic. It's easy to pick up on all sorts of energies, and then all of a sudden you're out of whack and you really don't know why. It's because you're picking up energy all around you, no matter where you're at. You go to the grocery store and you pick up all that energy, and then you go for a walk and you pick up all the energy from all the people outside, and you go to work and you pick up all those energies, and then you go, pick your kids up from school, and then there's all those energies. You get the picture. It's by just, getting constantly bombarded with energies. And then in today's world, especially with technology, you're getting bombarded with ads and notifications and emails and text messages and all of these things, phone calls. This is really kind of a card of limiting the distractions right now. And being that this rest card came out, I'm really picking up that taking a little bit of time off in whatever way that looks for you is going to really, really help you rest and rejuvenate at this time, so that you don't completely burn out. And with this receptivity card as well, make sure you're cleansing your energy, cleansing your space, and doing some sort of like a protective shield around your space, so that you are in control of your own energy and you're not just picking up everybody's energy all the time and holding on to it. And you can do that simply just by speaking it and just saying something like, I release any and all energy that does not stem from me, that does not belong to me, that is not for my highest good. I allow energy within me and around me that is mine, that's for my highest good. And what that is that's just affirming and taking control back of your own energy, and then releasing any energy that doesn't serve. Another thing that just came in was you can take sea salt and put some in your hands, and then wash your hands with the salt, and then rinse your hands. And if you immediately feel better after you do that, it's because you're picking up energy from all around you. and it was energy that wasn't yours, basically. So that's another thing you can do. You can just have like a little sea salt jar next to your, sink, and then just when you're feeling really, really weighed down, you can just wash your hands with some sea salt, and it'll pull out any impurities and any energies that don't belong to you, or that even if they stemmed from you, that you're releasing the energy that no longer serves, that kind of lower vibrational sticky energy. Okay, so then I also pulled a mindfulness card for you, and this one for you Leos is appreciation. Stop throughout the day and consciously identify what you are able to appreciate in this moment. It could be something about yourself, another person, your environment, or what your body is doing or sensing. This is an investigation. Be curious, asking yourself, is there anything I can appreciate right now? Oh, that's fun. And I have a feeling, Leos, that's going to be really fun for you, because you guys have that energy of, like, you guys are good investigators. So have some fun with that, and let me know in the comments below if you choose to do that and how that goes, because that sounds really exciting. I haven't read that card yet. All right, dear Leos, I hope that this helps. Get some rest and have fun learning whatever this new thing is that you are embarking on. All right. Now we're going to get into Sagittarius. All right, dear Sages. Okay, so I pulled a heart, got ahead of myself. I pulled a chakra card for you, and the one that came out was the heart chakra. And so this could be either a call to work on your heart space, or it can be confirmation that you already are consciously doing this. The heart chakra is in the center of the chest area. That's where that energy, really is. And then the energy of it is, the color of it is green. And then it also says that the heart chakra's healing properties harmonize the mind and body. And it supports the capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Okay, so the message that came through for you guys and gals and awesome beings. What was the first one? The first one that came out was, I think it might have been perspective. Okay. So the perspective card is about looking at something from a different angle. And it's, there's the rainbow energy in here. And the rainbow energy is the energy where all things are possible. It's infinite possibilities. And so with this perspective card, it can be looking at a situation from a different angle, from a different view, or from a different lens, so that you can see things that were previously hidden, or it helps to see things from a different way. And with the separation card that came out, this is an ending of some sort. And so this can be an ending of a project, an idea, a job. It can symbolize a divorce. It can symbolize breaking up energy, even like the end of a friendship. It's definitely there's a finality to this card. So you're in this space of ending something at the moment. And with that, the perspective card showing up with this, what I'm really getting is this could be weighing you down at the moment. Oftentimes our attachments to whatever it is that we are separating from causes a lot of pain. And with this perspective, what I'm getting is if you look at it from a slightly different view, maybe zoom out a little bit, maybe look at it from a 6 months down the road perspective. And allow yourself to view it a little bit differently to help you move through the energies of whatever separation this is for you. The separation card can also be indicative of a codependent break, basically, where we are not fully allowing ourselves to release something and to let it go. So it can be that energy of trying to stay friends after a breakup with somebody that you were very, very serious with. Things of that nature, where it's that energy of not fully wanting to let it go. And with this discovery card that came out, what I'm picking up is the energy that you're in right now is very intense. It's very deep inner work that's going on. And so with this discovery, it's really suggesting to just continue to dig deeper into the self and see what has been there all along. With this perspective card as well, that's really going to help you with this discovery energy as well, is to dig deep, because when we come to the end of something in our life, there's big lessons that we've learned. And what is also so awesome about separations and endings is then that paves the way for new beginnings. And so that can also be part of this discovery, is as you're processing the emotions and the energy of this separation, of this ending, by digging deep and discovering new parts of the self and new connections with other. It can be like connecting with ancestors. It can be connecting with spirit guides. It can be connecting with your lineage of some sort. It can be connecting with just yourself at a deeper level. And what that does is it allows you to come to a place where when you are ready to step into this new beginning that is right around the corner, you will have a more grounded and deeper sense of where it is you want to go and what new beginning you want to step into. And then with that perspective card, look at it from different angles, look at it from different viewpoints, because when we're in this space of coming to endings, right down the road is that new beginning. And looking at it from different angles, sometimes a whole bunch of different paths open up, and then it's something you can start to get excited about. But definitely sit with this and process it. Whatever it is, I am picking up that this is a big event going on in life right now, and just go easy on yourself and look at it from a childlike perspective. And just know that with this rainbow energy here, you do have infinite possibilities that are they're available to you now. And so just know that and do your best to just continue that self-discovery, and you'll pull through this. You got this. Okay, so I pulled the mindfulness card for you. And the card that came out was mindfulness of posture. So it says, several times a day, become aware of your posture. A very good time to work with mindfulness of posture is at meals. Other interesting times include while standing in line, driving, lying down in bed, in meetings or classes, and while walking. Okay. So yeah, especially when we're going through these big emotions and these and processing this big emotion, basically. It's this big energy that can affect the posture. So that's a really cool little mindfulness card to come out for you right now, is be mindful of that. And even if you don't adjust it right away, just kind of, if you start to notice it and like, oh, when I think about this, I do this, I slouch a little, or I crunch up, or I kind of curl over and hide that solar plexus area. Sometimes that can actually cue you in, like while you're going through this discovery energy, it can cue you into the different types of energy and how they're actually affecting your physical body. So there's a little side note for you. All right, Sagittarius. Well, let me know if you feel comfortable and you feel called to. Let me know in the comments below what's going on and what you're going through right now. I would love to hear about it. And if not, that is okay. I wish you well. I feel like you've got this. I feel like you might be going through the thick of it a little bit. And just know that what's coming for you on the other side of this is big, beautiful, and awesome. So just know that came through just now. Big, beautiful, and awesome. It's right around the corner. Keep your head up. You got this. All right, dear Sagittarius. We will see you on the next one. Alrighty. Coming up next is water signs. Alrighty, water signs. So, I pulled a chakra card to see what is the main focus for you right now. And the one that came out was the sacral chakra. So that is between the belly button and the base of the spine. That's where it sits. It is the color orange, and it is directly correlated to the reproductive system. It's also the seat of our creativity. And it says here that the orange flower of life supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. So this is creative energy. It's also sexual energy. And so that's the energy of the sacral. All right. So as I create, I'm gonna say that's not the actual mantra for it, but it is a very creative space. Okay. Let's see. What is the main focus for the water signs at this time? Spirit. What's the main focus? My goodness. Main focus. Okay. Anything else? That's a good main focus. Okay. So the first one that came out was initiation. Are we taking that, Spirit? The next two. Okay. These? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So the first one that came out was initiation. And with initiation, this is really about, being initiated. It's really when we step into a new phase of life. So this can be something big like, puberty, for instance, becoming an adult, getting married, graduating, high school or college or whatever. And it's really about stepping into that next phase. This can also be stepping into a mentor phase where you've been the student for so long, and now it's time to step in and be a mentor. And that's one of those, even when we're a mentor, we're still learning. But it's about really stepping in to that place and understanding that now is the time to be able to help others. And, we always have something that we can teach others that we can help them with. And that's kind of the beautiful part of being a human and having different experiences, is helping each other go through things. There's always something that we've gone through that somebody else hasn't yet, or vice versa. And so it's that energy of we can always teach somebody and we can always learn from somebody. And with this, really, this is, putting on your crown and stepping into that new, this next big phase of life with confidence and assuredness that you got this. The next one that came out was renovation. And so this is about really, it's a beginning of some sort. And which again, this initiation card is speaking of a beginning as well. And so with this, it's about, getting ready to do the dirty work, basically. And, pulling up your bootstraps and getting ready to dig into it. Seeing if anything else wanted to come out about that. You've also got the double fire energy on this card of renovation. And so that could be symbolic. Maybe it's a call to work with the fire element, or it's a confirmation that you already are. Was it these next three as well? No, okay. I didn't think so. That was kind of a lot. Okay, so that's the main focus of life at the moment. Was there any other main focus, the Spirit? Nope. Moving on. Okay. All right, so let's look at lessons, blocks, and obstacles being illuminated at this time. Let's shuffle one more time. I like to go in threes. All right, let's see. Lessons, blocks, and obstacles being illuminated. Okay. Anything else? No. My hands aren't handsing right now. Hold on. There we go. Knew there was another one in there. Or another 4. Aha. 4 total. Okay. It was reversal. Okie dokie. Alright. Lessons, blocks, and obstacles being illuminated. We've got the Ascent card. And so this is about it's about stepping out of the energy where we get sucked into like the low vibrational banter of some sort. So it's that gossipy energy, that that back and forth, and it's also stepping out of that judgmental energy and into a discerning energy. And then it's understanding that when somebody's judging us, that's coming from an internal wound of some sort on their part, and it's actually more to do with it's more to blah. It has more to do with what's going on within them than it does you. And then it's also when somebody is, being kind of nasty or low vibrational, being able to kind of rise above that energy in a way of just understanding that you don't need to get sucked into it. You don't need to fire back. You don't need to pop back. You don't need to, clap back. You can just, don't take it and allow somebody to, verbally come after you. And also, you don't have to engage in it either. So that's really kind of the energy there. Intuition. So maybe there's been a block around your intuition at this time. Being that it's, blocks and obstacles being illuminated. It could also be just letting you know to listen more to your intuition at this time. And that maybe that could be part of what's coming up is maybe you've been ignoring your intuition. And that might be where a perceived block is coming from, is by getting those nudges and then ignoring them and finding out later that you were Correct, basically. And so, yeah, with this Ascent card, maybe you've been getting these nudges not to take things so personally from somebody else, or to kind of get sucked into this energy of engaging in this, you know, low vibrational banter, basically. And you're intuitively being nudged to pull out of that. And it's also kind of telling me that at some level you're aware that this is draining your energy. And so by listening more to your intuition and just pulling out of this and disengaging, you're going to feel a lot better. Okay. So the next one that came out was connection. How is this? Is there a block? So for some of you, there could actually be like an issue of some sort going on in like your love life, basically. For those of you, if you are single and you're looking for a partner, there could be something coming up right now that you intuitively are getting nudged about, and it's being illuminated to you at this time. For those of you, if you're in a relationship with a significant other, there could be some sort of disharmony going on at the moment that you are becoming aware of, and you're intuitively getting nudged on what that is and kind of how to resolve it. This card also speaks about the connection with the higher self and like your spirit self. And so maybe there'd be a block. Okay, so maybe for a few of you, what could be going on is there could be a block between you connecting with your higher self, and you're intuitively being guided to make more of a conscious choice to connect with your higher self more, or your spirit self more. Then this reversal card, this is a complete, it's a shift. It's that you're going in one direction, and then something happens in life, and then you are going the other direction. Not backwards, but just, it's a big shift. This could be something like winning the lottery. It could be something like a divorce. I mean, it's big stuff is what this card normally symbolizes. But it's a duality card. So it's not like it's, always a perceived negative or always a perceived positive. It's just a seriously life-changing event is what it is. And so so this is the lesson right now. So there's something either in your experience at this moment or that's coming in really fast. You already have an intuitive nudge on what this is. And don't let others get you down about this, whatever this is for you. I'm picking up that this is more in what we would perceive a positive switch. It's a divine intervention. That's another way to kind of look at this card. So I'm really picking up that this is on more of the quote unquote positive side, but any major life events and divine intervention has multiple ways you can look at it. And so I don't want to term it that, but that's the energy I'm picking up from it. So we'll get a little more clarity in just a second. What to release at this time for the water signs? Spirit. Because we're going to get what to release. Then after that, we're going to get some advice. And that's going to help shed some clarity on what's going on. What to release at this time, Spirit? Is that the advice? That's a weird what to release. Okay. Okay. There we go. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to tune in and listen for that one. That one's weird. Okay. Let me see. So what to release at this time was the celebration card. Oh, okay, that makes sense. How I normally take this card is that it's time to celebrate and, you know, really enjoy how far you've come and all, you know, it's a very, it normally doesn't come up in a place of what to release at this time, but with this stuck card, now it makes sense. So when we're in this stuck space, this is where we're on some level, oftentimes it's slightly subconscious, and we're choosing to stay in a stuck space. So it's this, I can't move forward because X, Y, and Z. I can't start this new venture because I don't know everything about it yet. I can't help I can't mentor others because I don't know everything about this subject. I'm not completely spiritually healed, and I'm not completely a guru, and so I can't help other people. And what that is it's a choice, basically. And oftentimes it is subconscious, but right now it's coming up into your awareness. And so it's saying that whatever area in life you're in right now where you're feeling like you're stuck, it's a perception. And now is the time to pull yourself out of this energy. You have all the tools and resources around you. With this knowledge card, you've learned what you need to learn. And so being that this is in the what to release as well, you don't need to worry about learning more and perfecting something. It's time to allow yourself to celebrate. And oftentimes we will block ourselves from celebrating because we don't feel like we've done enough. We don't feel like we've accomplished enough. We don't feel like we've learned enough. And it's that, you know, who am I to celebrate this? Well, you are you and you are awesome. And you are in an initiation phase where it is time to celebrate. And you've learned what you need to learn up until this point for this. You can pull yourself out of this stuck energy. And you're in this journey energy. And so there's a new beginning in your midst at this time. And it's okay to acknowledge how far you've come and to allow yourself to celebrate. And to fully allow yourself to step into this initiation phase. You've earned it. You've done the work. You've stepped into a place where you can assist others. You can take on this new role, basically, that you're being given, that you're really stepping into. What's the advice, Spirit? Okay. Alright, so the advice is as you step into this initiation, allow yourself to have some grace with it. And have some humility where necessary, and also release the judgments on the self. This Ascent card that came out earlier can also be judgment on the self. I didn't mention that earlier, but that's part of what this card is talking about. Is it's wearing your dress of stars. It's owning your full self and stepping up into that energy of humbly owning all of who you are in a very confident way that's not egotistical. The other advice card that came out was strategy. And with this trickster card, this is the trickster is juggling the platonic solids, which are the building blocks of the universe. And so this is the energy of, if you want to make the divine laugh, tell the divine your plans, that kind of energy. It's about where you have a set plan and you're going to, do this at this age and do this at this age and get married and have kids, or whatever. It's that having a set plan, and then all of a sudden life happens. That's what this card is talking about. And so it's really about accepting that there is a divine plan happening for you right now, and allowing yourself to release the judgments and the attachments on this set plan that you had in mind, because this new path for you, and that's where that reversal card's coming in as well. This new path that's being laid out for you with this journey card as well, this is divinely orchestrated. This is, you've got divine intervention all over this energy. And so, yeah, just own it. Step into your initiation. Wear it with grace. And also there's something coming up or that's going on at this moment where it's recommended to come up with a strategy. And so this can be, if you're coming into a large sum of money, get a plan, not from a lack mentality, from a place of, okay, I'm, this chunk of money is coming in and this is what I'm planning on doing with it. Also understand, you can always plan things, but then also have that wiggle room, because if the divine comes in and wants you to do something else, it's that happens, but that's just an example as far as the money thing goes. This can be, in any area of life. But there's something going on where it's really recommended to strategize this next phase. Maybe you're starting a business, and so it'd be a good time to strategize some of that. Whatever it is for you, that's what's coming through. Okay. Seeing if anything else wants to come through. Okay, I don't think so. Alrighty. Well, water signs, this is fun. Happy initiation. This is fun energy. Okay. So if you feel called to, definitely let me know in the comments below what's going on with you. Or you can just affirm it, affirm your initiation, affirm your, I'm wearing my dress of stars with grace. And just really own this energy, because this is an awesome energy. Next, we are going to get some extra glitter and go into each of the signs. So we're going to do Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. We're going to do a little more of a focused message for each. And I will see you in just a second. Alrighty. So, water signs, we are going to dive a little deeper. So I'm going to start with Pisces. And the first card that came out for you, Pisces, was the Journey card. So this is a new beginning. And This can be something like a new job, moving into a new home, taking a trip somewhere, or it can be a call to switch something up. So if you've been in a mundane routine, basically, this can be a call to take a different route to work, go to a different coffee shop. If you normally go to one store, go to a different store, even if it's, the same store but a different location. Go at a different time of day. But it's really about bringing that journey energy into your life right now. So if it's not something major that's happening in your life right now, then it's definitely a call to switch it up a little bit. Eat at a new restaurant, try new foods, that kind of thing. But this renovation card coming out, what this is clearing away the old to make room for the new. And so you could be doing that at this moment where you are stepping into this new beginning of some sort. And before you can fully step into this, you need to do some clearing away of the old first. And so that can be old beliefs. That can be purging, like, going through and doing actual, physical work, like in the home or in work life, whatever it means for you. But it's really that energy of clearing out the old. And then that way you can bring in this new beginning and this journey energy and really embrace it. And then the temptation card came out. And so there's something going on in life where you're being called to take a second look. If something's coming in and it's got this alluring quality to it that is kind of sucking you in, and it's that there's a part of you that feels like it's too good to be true, it might be a good idea to take a second look or just to take a step back. Sometimes, it's that salesman tactic. Like, if you don't buy this right now, then it's now or never. And it's that kind of energy where it's like, well, if you're being pushed and rushed in something in an area of life, this is really a call to do some deeper digging, to give it some more time, to do some extra research on it. So that's just kind of a little heads up for somebody. And you're intuitively picking up on this. And so this is just confirmation that what you're picking up on is correct, and to do a little bit of deeper digging on it. And, maybe wait a day before making a decision. That whole let's sleep on it concept. There really is a lot of validity to that. Okay, Pisces. Well, that's good. That's awesome energy. Yeah, this is like bright new beginnings. You're really stepping into that space right now. And just, be mindful of something that's coming in that looks a little extra flashy. All right, so I pulled a mindfulness card for you. And the one that came out for you, Pisces, is to see the color blue. Become aware of the color blue wherever it appears in your environment. Look not just for the obvious instances, such as the sky, but also for subtle appearances and for all variations of blue. I like that. So that's just a little way to bring some mindfulness and some presence into your daily life. So just a little fun mindfulness exercise for you. All right, Pisces, well, good luck on your new beginning. And if you feel called to, definitely let me know what's going on in the comments below. Or you can just affirm, your new beginning in the comments. That's a way to affirm it and to manifest it as well. So I wish you the best on this new beginning. All right. So now we are going to get into Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. So the message that came out for you, we've got this knowledge card. So this is about learning something new. And it can also be seeking out a mentor. So this can be learning a new skill, going back to school, or just seeking out new information of some sort. Then you've also got this reflection card. And so this reflection card, there's a lot of heart chakra energy right here. And she's looking in the mirror and she's fully seeing herself. And so she's seeing all the parts of herself, including the shadow aspect. And so this is about really accepting the full self for all the beautiful imperfections and the imperfectly perfect you. And seeing yourself from like a divine perspective, and seeing all those perceived flaws as perfect in the way of being able to look at the full self and not just the flaws, or on the flip side of that, of only looking at, the quote unquote positive aspects and then denying those shadow parts of the self. So this is really about embracing the entire self for the full whole being that you are. And then the prayer card came out. And so this can be just a call to either continue whatever prayer methods that you've been doing, whether that's like, it can be prayer beads, it can be, like traditional praying that we think of when we think of praying. And it can also just be talking to the universe, talking to your guides, talking to your higher self, talking to source, in whatever way you speak to the universe. That's what this is really affirming at this time, is to either step into a space where you're actively talking to the divine more, or to continue to do so if you have been. And I pulled a mindfulness card for you, and the one that came out for you, Scorpio, is bottoms of the feet. As often as possible during the day, place your awareness in the bottoms of your feet. Become aware of the sensations in the bottom of the feet, such as the pressure on the floor or ground beneath them, or their warmth or coolness. It is particularly important to do so whenever you notice yourself becoming anxious or upset. Oh, so that's a really good way of dropping into the body and becoming aware of the present moment, and pulling your energy and your awareness into your body, and specifically into your feet. That's a really cool one. I like that. I haven't seen that one yet. Alrighty, Scorpio. Well, yeah, keep up the awesome work of seeing yourself fully and wholly. And yeah, pray in whatever way that is for you. And then if you feel called to, let me know in the comments below what you're embarking on as far as this new knowledge that you're seeking or obtaining. I'd be very curious to hear about it. And yes, I wish you all of the best. Alrighty. Last but never the least, my Cancers. All right, dear Cancer. The first card that came out for you, that was the last one. Okay. The first card that came out for you was Wisdom. So this is standing in your truth. So she's got the flaming sword of truth here. And this is really about that energy of, I know what I know. I know what's best for me. And owning your wisdom for yourself. And speaking your truth. And owning your truth. And not necessarily in a egotistical way, in a very confident, true to yourself kind of way. The next one that came out was Generosity. And so this is about being in that generosity current. And so this can be either receiving generosity or giving. And really just getting into that that currency of giving and receiving. It's a give and take, and it feels really, really good to give. And then it also does feel good to receive. And so it's allowing yourself to do both and not just be always the giver or always the taker. And it's really about allowing yourself to give or receive depending on where you're at. If you've been giving and giving and giving and giving, allow somebody else to give to you, because that excitement and that satisfaction that you get from giving to somebody, when you allow somebody else that satisfaction, it's, you know, it's kind of continuing that cycle and really getting into that flow of generosity. And so this can also mean that you are coming into extra resources at this time, and so you'll be able to give more if that has been a little out of balance for you. And then vice versa. If you've been in this space where you've been giving a lot, then you're coming into a place where you get to receive. So own it either way. All right, the next one that came out was rest. So it's time to take a break. It's time to take a day off, take an hour off, take 5 minutes off. It's about stepping into the space where we're not doing, where we can just be for a little bit. And oftentimes those answers that we're seeking come through in the dream state, or that state between, you know, completely, like there's always a part of us that is aware in some form when we're sleeping. And so it's about being able to rest and to let that other part of ourself kind of take over for a little bit, you know, the higher self basically. And it's just kind of taking that emotional load off and allowing the self to rest and rejuvenate. Self-care, you know, this can be a massage, this can be a nap, this can be a meditation, this can be just simply being quiet for a little bit and allowing the self not to worry and to just release it for 5 minutes. That can be very, very rejuvenating. And that leads into the last card that came out for you. 4 cards came out for you. I normally pull 3, but this one popped out as well. So we've got the quickening card. And what this is talking about is allowing the pieces of the puzzle to come in for you. So that's where this rest card, by resting, what you're doing is you're allowing the universe to put these pieces of the puzzle together for you. Because this is a divine puzzle. You don't need to do this work. The divine is doing this work for you. The divine and this, you know, the universe is putting the pieces of the puzzle into place perfectly for you at this time. And your only requirement is to allow it. With this quickening energy, it can be a very chaotic kind of energy, a very busy energy, and especially with this generosity energy coming in as well. This could be something like you're all of a sudden coming into a windfall of abundance, and that's where the universe is putting the pieces of the puzzle together, and your call to action is to rest and allow this to happen. And as this is happening, in whatever way this is for you, make sure you're standing in your truth for it. Make sure that you're intuitively on point right now. And so allow yourself to speak your truth. Allow yourself to, you know, really stand in your power. And, you know, also allow the universe to put these pieces in place for you. You've done the work, and you know, I feel like this is a financial windfall for a lot of you. I really do. That's what I'm picking up. This could be something else in a different aspect of life. I really, really am picking up like big abundant energy, like physical money. and if it's not like actual money, it might be, a house or something of that nature, but it feels very big. So congrats. That's awesome sauce. I'm very excited for you. Definitely let me know in the comments below if this is resonating. I would love to hear about this. This is really fun, awesome energy. Own your truth in the comments below. I pulled a mindfulness card for you. And the one that came out for you, dear Cancer, is listen to sounds. Several times a day, stop and just listen. Open your hearing 360 degrees as if your ears were giant radar dishes. Listen to the obvious sounds and the subtle sounds all around you. Listen as if you had just landed from a foreign planet. See if you can hear all sounds as music being played just for you. Oh, that's fun. I really like that. And that would be a good way to get into this rest energy as well, is to just sit there and listen to the sounds, because with that you're in that receptive energy, and just kind of allowing yourself to just only focus on what little things you're hearing. And another cool way you can do this, there's a term for it, but I just forgot it, but it's where you listen to the sounds that are immediately close to you, and then you stretch your hearing out a little further and see what you can hear a little further in the distance, and a little further and a little further. And it's another mindfulness kind of technique to quiet the mind, basically, and then to focus your attention through your ears, or your energy. Yeah, your attention. So, all right, Cancer. Well, much blessings to you. This is so cool. Okay. Well, with that, this comes to the end of the reading as a whole. And if you've made it this far and you stayed for the whole reading, thank you very much. I hope that you have picked up something that can help you in this time, whether that's guidance or confirmation. That's always my goal, is to provide helpful insights and some, helpful, positive guidance in some way. So with that, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't yet and you would like more messages like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, and it just means that you'll see more messages like this of mine. So with that, I wish you nothing but the best, my cosmic beings. Alrighty. Well, we will see you on the next reading. Bye.